You've noticed lately, folks, I've been cooking a lot on this Masterbuilt 1050, and it's come with a lot of learning curves and some things that I want to experiment with. Just like I did with the Old Country Pecos, there's going to be some modifications coming very soon to this because I just can't leave well enough alone. Overall, I really like this smoker. It's actually really good. It doesn't need anything to make great barbecue, but I can't leave well enough alone. I started thinking after my first few cook that sometimes I'd have a lot of ash after a cook and I'd have not very much after a cook. And so I wanted to see if there was a difference in the quality of charcoal that I was using. Now, I did find that anytime I used briquettes, there was a lot of ash. It didn't really matter what kind of briquettes I was using. But with using lump charcoal, it seemed like there was definitely a variation in the amount of ash that was being produced. So I decided to try out an experiment. I called up my buddy Jim over at Smoky Woods Barbecue, and he gave me some lump charcoal to try out. This is premium grade stuff. I absolutely love it. And then I went to the store to buy something that's readily available that you and I could get nationwide. Pretty cheap store brand lump charcoal. Now for this experiment, I'm going to do things evenly. I'm going to cook for 3 hours at the same exact temperature, and in between cooks, I'm going to give it 3 to 4 hours to cool down, empty the chute, empty the ash, measure it out, and see how it goes. Now after 3 hours with the Smoky Woods, I only had about 2 inches of ashes in there, and I was cooking pretty warm. So we're gonna let it cool down. We're gonna throw in the store-bought and see what happens. After 3 hours, the store-bought, and I had almost 6 inches of ashes in this dump tray. That's a lot. That is almost twice as much. It is a lot of ash. Now, I did measure to see how much charcoal I did use from the Smoky Woods, and it wasn't very much. It was only about 4 inches from the top of the chute to the top of the charcoal when all was said and done. So when I took a look at the cheap store brand charcoal, I was down to almost 9 inches. Now that's a third of that chute. That means that I could only get, at this temperature, roughly a 12 to 15 hour cook from this cheap stuff, and there's no way I'd be able to get it all out because the amount of ash buildup, it would definitely clog up the system, and I'd either have really dirty food or not efficient airflow to allow the cook to happen. But with Smoky Woods, it seems like I'd be able to get a 16 to 20 hour cook before it even filled up the ash bowl, if it did that at all. I'm telling you right now, quality matters. Go ahead and get you some Smoky Woods Barbecue lump charcoal, chunk wood, whatever you want. They even make log splits for the offsets. This is an experiment that I just wanted to do because I just needed to see, was it worth it? Let me tell you guys, it's worth it every single time. These bags may be a little bit more expensive, but they do last longer. You get more cooks out of them and they burn cleaner. No brainer, folks. Once again, this is Brisket Medic. Make sure you like, subscribe, and remember, as always, I love you.